Charleston celebrates its 350th anniversary this year, and to commemorate that, Charleston Pirate Tours brings you Charleston History Highlights. Hi, I'm Eric with Charleston Pirate Tours, out here with old Bob, out here on the marsh on a beautiful Friday afternoon. Stede Bonnet. It just seems like at every turn this man's having more bad luck come his way. So now he's given himself a new name, his ship a new name, and determined to go find Blackbeard. And over the next 6 weeks while they're looking, they ended up attacking about 13 ships to keep them going. He finally figured out how he was supposed to be a pirate. But after about 6 weeks of looking and hadn't found him, the ship was getting in bad shape. The crew, let's just say, were not a real happy bunch right now. So what they decided to do was to take their pardon and go back to the Cape Fear River. They took an extra ship with them they had stolen to strip down of its hardware and its lumber to refit Revenge, aka the Royal James, and then get it seaworthy, wait out hurricane season, and then head to St. Thomas, because down in the Virgins, they were in a war with Spain and they were figuring on getting a letter of marque and becoming a privateer. So that's where he is sitting. But something unexpected happened. Down in Charlestown, Governor Johnson has had it with these pirates. He has now commissioned Colonel William Rhett to go out and find some pirates to be brought back to be executed to make an example. So Colonel Rhett goes out with his 2 ships and go out looking for these pirates. He had heard rumors that Stede Bonnet might be hiding somewhere north of here. And he found him hiding in the Cape Fear River. And after a rousing 5-hour battle on the 27th of September in 1718, Bonnet was captured and was on his way back here. Now he and the colonel had a chance to have a few talks on their way back. When they arrived back here on the 3rd of October, it is said that Colonel Rhett went straight to the governor and said, "Sir, you need to give that man a pardon." The governor was flabbergasted. "You mean give him a pardon? He's been here twice stealing from us. He's even been here with Blackbeard, held us hostage." "Absolutely not." He said, "You should give him a pardon." And the governor refused. Now, why was he asking him to get a pardon? Well, come to find out, there were 2 very important things to know about this situation. Number one, both of these men turned out to be Freemasons. Now, folks, that is a very strong bond. Now, of course, if a Freemason talks to another one, everything they say to them is taken at value. It's truthful. And he shared with him why he became a pirate. "I had to get away from that nagging woman I was married to." And it touched the colonel, and he asked for a pardon for the man. He said, "Well, if you won't give him a pardon, at least let me take him to England. I'll personally escort him so I know that he'll get a fair trial." And the governor refused. Well, that really set off Colonel Rhett. In fact, it made him so angry later when other pirates showed up in the harbor, Rhett refused to go after them. He didn't want to have anything else to do with the governor for refusing his request. But of course, Bonnet was not granted a pardon. He was instead thrown into custody at the home of the Marshal, Nathaniel Partridge, along with his first mate, David Harriet. Well, Bonnet, of course, his crew was thrown into the old building that used to sit where the exchange is today, the old guardhouse or watch house. Some people refer to it as the Court of Guard. Now, the plan was to start the crew's trials at a small outbuilding behind the marshal's house, belonging to the neighbor, Garrett Van Vesselen, who was a shoemaker. He used that building to make shoes. He was a cobbler. And they're going to convert it into a courtroom. So a few at a time, they're brought over for trial under the watchful eye of Judge Nicholas Trott. And each man was tried and sentenced to be hanged and taken back, and more were brought over. By the last week of October, those trials have now completed, and 3 days out before they're to begin Bonnet and Harriet's trials, they managed to escape from the marshal's house. I'm Eric from Charleston Pirate Tours. Happy birthday, Charleston.